Don't want to feel you, don't want you on my mind. Don't want to feel you, don't want you on my mind.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know, I'm so sorry. I haven't made a makeup video in a very long time. That's because I've just been busy with school and work because I work all the time. But I'm back. We're gonna be doing a little bit of a get ready with me. Also, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who subscribed to my channel. We are at 41 and that's very big for me, for small little Val. You know, once we hit 100 subscribers, I do want to say thank you. So I am going to give away a Jaclyn Hill palette. I picked this up the last time I went to the Morphe store because I did meet Manny MUA. I took all my sisters and her friends. But once we hit 100 subscribers, we are gonna do a giveaway on this palette, and we will have more details on that once we hit that 100 subscribers. Today, I'm just gonna be doing a little get ready with me because I've never actually talked in my videos, and I feel like I should probably talk in my videos. So today, I'm going to be using the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. I actually just received this yesterday. It is such a nice feeling palette. It feels just like the Modern Renaissance one that I have. The packaging is always the same. The only thing I hate about these palettes is that they get so dirty on the felt. So that kind of sucks. These are the colors. These colors are definitely a little bit more out of my own comfort zone. I'm not really used to using such bold colors, but I think they're very, very pretty. So we're going to attempt to do something with that, even though I'm not going anywhere, guys. I'm literally not going anywhere because I've been sick for the last 3 days. But today I'm feeling a little bit better and not so groggy. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna pull this hair back out of my face. I hate wearing these hoops, but they're my favorite. I love hoop earrings. But the thing is, I hate wearing them because my mom told me the bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe. Who says that? My mother. So first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. My brows are on. I always feel they look really funny with just my brows on because they're so bold and the rest of my face is not. I'm just gonna go ahead and start by priming my eyes. I never use anything else other than this primer potion by Urban Decay. I don't know, I've used this since I've ever first started wearing makeup, so it's kind of like my own staple. I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. I do have lash extensions, just if anybody is wondering. Okay guys, I went ahead and did one eye off camera and we're just going to do this one together. I'm going to go in with just the same brush that comes with the palette. I actually really like these brushes. They look good. I'm going to go in with the color Unity and I'm just going to place this color all over my lid. I like to do this because it helps blend everything that we're going to put into our crease and everything onto our eyes to blend a little bit better. So I'm just going to go ahead and pack that on there. These shadows are like really pigmented. Okay, now that I have put this whole color on my lid, I'm just gonna go in with the color Saturn and I'm just going to use the same brush that comes with the palette again. I'm just gonna dip it in here. And I'm going to blend this back and forth in my crease a little bit higher than normal. So how I know where I want to put this is right where your brow bone is. Right where the brow bone starts is about as high as I'm going to go. This is just preference. It's totally up to you. Wow. These shadows, as soon as I put them on, they always impress me. Like wow. It's very pigmented. I'm just going to blend this back and forth in the crease. Now that we have that all blended, I'm just going to go in with a clean, fluffy brush. I just got this brush in my Ipsy bag. I will list everything that I use down below. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend everything out just to make sure that there aren't any harsh lines because nobody wants that. So now I'm going to go ahead and go in with a Morphe M33 brush and I'm just going to go in with the color Eden and I'm just going to tap this on my brush. Tap off of this color has a little bit of fallout. I don't know if you can see that, but it comes off a little bit. I'm just gonna go ahead and flip like my brush just a little bit downwards, and I'm just going to place this directly underneath where we placed that first color. Again, going in with that clean blending brush just to make sure that everything is blended. So now I'm gonna go in with my short handle MAC 217 SE brush. I'm just going to dip into this color Parallel right here. I'm just going to place this color on the outer crease of my eye. Just keep it in that area. I'm not going to bring this color all the way through. Now I'm just going to go back in with that clean fluffy brush. I'm just going to blend everything back and forth just to make sure that everything is blended together. Okay, for now for my lid color, I'm going to go in with a Morphe flat brush. It doesn't have a number, but this is from Morphe. I'm going to go in with the color Eternal. I do recommend wetting this brush because the first time I applied it on this eye, it's kind of chunky and it doesn't apply pretty evenly. It like is kind of patchy. I'm just gonna go ahead and see how much color this is. That's a lot. So when I do wet my brushes for stuff like this, I'm just gonna make sure that I pat this on my lid and not swipe because swiping it defeats the purpose. But we're just gonna pat this on and it's gonna give us a really nice metallic-y, very pigmented shade. So now that we have that down, I'm just gonna wait for it to dry a little bit, and then we're gonna go back in with the Morphe M433 brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and dip back into this color Eden. I'm gonna swipe this color back and forth in my crease just to make sure that everything is pretty blended and that that color doesn't have any harsh lines in it. So now that we have that down, I'm just gonna go ahead and darken that outer crease again with that color Parallel from the palette. I'm gonna go ahead and just dip a little bit and just to make sure that it doesn't get lost in there or anything. Go ahead and go back in with your clean fluffy blending brush. Now for my winged liners, I do have eyelash extensions, so I can't really wear like liquid gel liner or like anything like that because it messes up my lashes. So I create my own wing by using just shadow. You can do this yourself as well. You don't have to have eyelash extensions, but I'm going to go in with the color Obsidian, and I'm going to pick that color up with a small detailer brush. This is from Real Techniques. I'm just going to tap into there, and then I'm going to basically use this tape as a guide and just create my outside wing with my shadow. Now that I have that outer wing, I'm just going to remove the tape. Go ahead and just drag this color in to about halfway because I don't want this to go all the way over my whole lid. And that is that. I'm really impressed with those shadows. There isn't a shade in here that I would want to put on my brow bone, so I'm just gonna go in with a really old school MAC quad. I've had this since I was literally like a senior in high school. That was a really long time ago. Wow. But I love this little palette. I love it. I'm gonna go in with this top color. I don't really know the shade of that color. I'm not sure if you can get this on its own, but yeah, I'm just gonna go in with a Zoeva flat brush. I'm just going to apply this to my brow bone. The thing about with highlight on my brow bone, it's totally up to you, but I like to just go about, not all the way, I don't highlight my whole brow, just go in about right under here and just place this, like so. If you want a more highlighty, metallic-y highlight, go ahead girl, do your thing. And that is the eye look. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up under my eyes. I usually use makeup remover wipes, but I ran out, so I'm just gonna use some of this eye makeup remover and just clean up any fallout. Okay guys, now that our eyes are done, we're gonna go ahead and prime our face for foundation. I'm gonna go in with two different primers. I'm gonna go in with Both of them are from SmashBox. One is the Photo Finish Primer and the other one is a pore minimizing one because I have bigger pores in this area, but this one goes all over my face. I really need to find a primer that is a little bit less expensive that I can use for every day. If you guys have any favorites, let me know. Let me know what your favorites are from the drugstore. Or even if it's not from the drugstore but it's not that expensive, let me know because these SmashBox ones are kind of a little much. So what I do with the pore minimizing one is just literally take a little bit in between these two fingers and put them right here in this cheek area, a little bit on my nose and the chin, because that's where I feel like most of my pores are. Once we have that down, I'm gonna go ahead and take my wet beauty blender. Today I'm going to be using a Fenty Beauty foundation. I got a sample of it at Sephora because I had to order it online because it is out of stock there, which is literally no surprise. Apparently the girl in the store told me that it's better to apply with your brush, but I'm not gonna listen to her. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce this all over my face. This smells like Play-Doh. This foundation has great flipping coverage. Like really, really good. Like I'm kind of shook. Now that I'm like putting this on, I feel like she was really right about the coverage thing. I feel like my beauty blender is really kind of soaking up a lot of the product. And I'm not really sure if I like it because of that. It has great coverage, not gonna lie, but I feel like for sure with the brush it would definitely apply a lot more heavy. I got a big ass forehead, guys. So now that we have that on, I'm just gonna go in with my concealer. This is by Bare Minerals, a Bare Skin Concealer. I'm just gonna place this anywhere that I feel needs more coverage. And I'm gonna go in with a Real Techniques buffing brush. I'm just gonna pat this into those areas. And to be honest, I'm not really sure if I like that foundation just because I feel like it makes everything on my skin not sit well. Maybe that's just me. Next, I'm gonna highlight my under eye. This is the NARS Radiant Creaming Concealer in the color Medium Custard. I'm just going to apply this underneath my eyes. And then going back in with that Real Techniques buffing brush, I'm just gonna press this into my skin. Now that we have patted that all over our skin, I'm gonna go in with my translucent powder. I'm gonna bake my under eye. I'm gonna go in with the Dermablend loose setting powder. I'm going to apply it underneath my eyes using a Zoeva 142 concealer buffer, but I don't use it for that. I'll just use it to apply this powder. I feel like I don't use any of my brushes for what they're meant to be. So I'm just gonna pat underneath my eyes, making sure that there are no creases. Go ahead and take that brush, dip into that powder, and literally pat this in. Press this in just to ensure that everything gets baked. And then I'm going to put this on my smile lines. So now that you have this situation going on, I'm gonna go in and set the rest of my face. I'm gonna go in using the Makeup Forever Pro Finish Powder. Again, I will list all of the shades and everything that I used today in the description box below. I'm just gonna go ahead and pat this. And what I do is, with powder, I like to press everything into my skin. Because I have acne, and with all the coverage I just put on my face, I don't want to move anything. I'm just gonna go in with bronzer, this is my Sunny bronzer. This is Rimmel. Go in with just an angled brush, and I'm just going to apply this where I would naturally just put my bronzer and my contour. Now that that is done, I'm gonna go back in with the same brush that we used to place the bake underneath her eyes. I'm gonna take more of that translucent powder and just clean up underneath this contour. While I let this do its thing, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight. I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty. It's like a Killawatt highlighter. These are in the shade Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. I think they're so pretty. I'm gonna go in with a Morphe R36 brush. I'm just gonna place this on the top of my cheekbones. I'm gonna go in with the color Eclipse from Jeffree Star. This is the collab with them anyway. This is a little bit more icy. Hopefully just to give it a little bit more icy look. I'm gonna go in with just a smaller powder brush. I'm just going to tap into this powder and just wipe all of the under eye bake away. I'm just gonna go ahead and set my face using the SmashBox Photo Finish Primer Water. I'm gonna go back into that Anastasia Prism palette. We're gonna go ahead and dip into that color Saturn. And this is a Morphe pencil brush. And just drag this underneath my lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with the color Parallel and same, just blend that over top. I'm gonna go ahead and set my brows using a clear brow gel. This is from the European Wax Center. I like this one a lot. I like more of a feathery looking brow, but like not super feathery. I'm gonna move on to lips. Since my eyes are kind of dramatic, I'm just gonna go in with two things. This is the color Soar by MAC, and then this is just a little lip gloss I'm gonna put over top. I'm just gonna line the tiniest bit underneath here, and then I'm gonna line my Cupid's bow. I'm just gonna bring in a little into the main part of the lip. I'm gonna go in with that lip gloss, and I'm going to apply this right over top. Okay guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure that you leave me some comments down below. Also, if you want to see any more looks with that same Anastasia Prism palette, we can definitely do that. Or if you guys want to see some looks with the Jaclyn Hill palette, we can do that as well. Just go ahead and leave some comments down below. If you like this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed already, go ahead and make sure that you are subscribed. I will see you guys all in the other lands of YouTube and my videos. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Need another shot,